Well, given the endless drink choices when you head to the store, today we're looking at the health claims that many of the beverage companies make to find out which is worth their weight. And our friend Sue Moores is a plethora of information. And look at this is confusing. Look at all these different drinks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start out and talk about where do you look to find the right information on these drinks?
Always the ingredient list. So it's really fascinating to see in the grocery store what's coming in. So now we have cactus water, watermelon water, aloe vera water. People know about coconut water, but there's so many, we're encouraged to drink, and I think there's so many more choices because we think that that drink will give us a little something more, but it depends on that ingredient list.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing to look at is the serving size. And so always, you know, you look at these and would you think that's one serving, right? You would probably.
Yep, I would.
This is 1.75.
Okay.
And this is 2. So just know to do the math. So the calories then become consequential in that you've got to double what's ever on the label of that guy.
Yep, absolutely. Both of them double.
So fruit drinks, fruit juices are sort of the ones that maybe bother me the most in that on the front of the label, this says guava juice. And so you would think, it must be guava juice. But when you read the label, it's pear juice as the first ingredient. And I don't know, this one is passion fruit and wheatgrass. So you would think first ingredients
would be passion or wheatgrass. But the first ingredient is apple juice from concentrate, and then water, and then apple juice concentrate, and then pineapple juice. Okay, so obviously not passion and fruit, wheatgrass. You know, majority of that anyway.
Exactly. And so apple, pear, pineapple, and grape are often ingredients used at the front end because they're less expensive. And concentrate is your kind of trick word for sugar. So it comes from concentrate, which really means it's been boiled down to be a sugar and then put in.
Okay.
So there's sort of this bait and switch on that. So look for 100% juice of the front of the label that you thought it would be.
Okay, so milk. There's so many different options with milk now. Oh my goodness.
Right. And milk's a great category for doing great things for your bones and actually great for your blood pressure. Cow's milk is where the studies have been. So milk provides protein and vitamin D and calcium and potassium and magnesium. So if you don't choose a cow's milk, then you should look at the labels of these other milks to see if they're supplying comparable nutrients. And most of the plant-based milks don't have much protein. Okay, so just know, and we're not protein deprived by any stretch, but then look for vitamin D and calcium and make sure you're getting those. But interestingly, this says original, this says unsweetened. Where you get kind of off course with milk drinks is the amount of sugar that's been added to them.
Okay, so
always look. The unsweetened one, no sugar. This one has, I think it's about 7 or 8 grams. This is what was sort of deceptive, is that it says that it has half the sugar of milk, cow's milk, but this has added sugar, so it's cane sugar, whereas this is lactose, natural sugar, not the same in your body.
Okay, so waters, you look like making your own is probably the best way, I'm thinking?
Well, yeah, because look to make sure that there's about the sugar content, and then you have these drops. This is a mixed berry, and it's enhanced, but it's got artificial colors and some not so great preservatives. So you can do a mixed berry drink yourself, but just look at the sugar content of waters.
And we have to wrap it by caffeine, I'm thinking here?
Not so much caffeine, it's the added sugars. And so we tend to drink, the great studies are on a smaller portion size. Look at add-ins to make sure you're not getting so much sugar. And all of these drinks, with the exception of a couple, have added sugar. So just watch the sugar content because it sort of unplugs the health benefits if you're getting too much extra
because
sugar.
It's all about not having too much sugar. That's the key. All right. Well, great information. Lots to think about here. Look at the back and make sure that you
look at the back.
Yes, study it very well.